Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing an exciting video. I'm going to be sharing the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna collection, all the products that I picked up. I'm going to be reviewing it for you, sharing my thoughts on the products, and I did not get the whole line, but I did pick up the products that stood out to me and ones that I have my eye on since she dropped this launch. I have not been this excited for a makeup launch in such a long time, so this was a really big one for me, and I'm super excited that I got to pick up the things that I have my eye on. I have not played around or touched any of these products yet. They've literally been sitting off to the corner waiting for me to film this video, so sorry if it's a little bit late, but this is the time that I got around to filming it. So if you guys want to see the products in action and me using them, my thoughts on them, and everything like that, then let's go ahead and hop right on in. Alright, so I do have all the goodies laid out in front of me, and I have all the cartons in here. I'll show you guys what the cartons look like. Super cute. I love, love, love the packaging on them. I think the little graffiti name right there is so, so cute. So that is what the cartons look like. So I actually went to Sephora twice to go ahead and pick these up, and I did not get a whole lot. I didn't get the whole collection or anything. I just got the things that stood out to me the most and that I really, really wanted to try. So I didn't go too crazy, but I think I got a decent amount to go ahead and share with you guys. I feel like I might be a little late doing this video, but better late than never. I still wanted to try it out for you guys and review it here for you. So like I said, I have not played around, touched them or anything, left them off to the side up until right now. So I'm super excited. We're gonna go ahead and dive right on in. So starting off, I did my brows off camera, and I did put on some moisturizer to go ahead and prep the skin, but now we're gonna go move into the primer. So this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Primer, and this is in Soft Matte. I absolutely adore this packaging. Can we take a look? It's just so nice, the frosted glass with like the nudie pink neutral packaging. I absolutely adore, and I do love the little touch of the backwards N. I think that gives a cute little feature to it. So this is an Instant Retouch Primer. Go ahead and do a decent amount right there, and I'm gonna use my fingers to apply it. So it feels like a lotion-y kind of consistency. Feels nice. So I'm gonna put it in the areas where I typically do, like the T-zone area. It smells really good too. Okay, so it's blending out really, really nice. It does not have the same consistency as my favorite one, which is the Smashbox. It doesn't have like that silicone feel. It feels more like lotion, but it's also like drying down as we speak to feel a lot smoother on the skin. So next is foundation, and I'm so excited for this. This is the most exciting product aside from the highlighters. She came out with 40 different shades, so for me it was a little bit challenging to find my perfect shade. That's another reason why I did not order online, is because I felt like I was not going to get the shade that matched me without me getting like 3. So I'm usually one to mix my foundation, so hopefully this works for me. If not, we're going to make it work somehow. But I did get the shade 230, the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Such a pretty packaging. Super similar packaging to the primer. This is what they look like side by side. I'm obsessed with the frosted packaging. So we're gonna go ahead and start going with this. They say on the foundation to go ahead and shake well. So I'm going to do so. All right, so after I shook this up a little bit, I'm gonna do one side of my face using a brush and then the other side of my face using a beauty blender. I'm sure everybody is doing that, but I wanna see personally how it works. And this also has a matte finish, which I am not used to. I'm used to more of the dewy natural finish and the medium to full coverage type of deal. And this is also supposed to be like a skin-like finish and just look like your skin a little bit better. It's also gonna be mattifying as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump a little bit of this on my hand, and I'm gonna do the brush first. And this is in the shade 230. I'm really hoping that this matches me at the moment. We shall see. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna do this side of my face using the brush. Oh wow. That is a lot of coverage just for putting on a tiny, tiny bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. And I'm gonna start in small motions and small sections because I don't want it to start drying on me and not like finish the face. Wow. Wow, I am completely impressed right now. That is just a little bit and it's looking really flawless, like airbrushy. Okay. So as you see, when I apply it, it does apply a little bit light, but it is blending in with my skin, if that makes any sense. It I don't know how to explain that. It definitely can work. So I'm gonna do the side of my nose as well. She also did come out with a brush that you can use for this foundation. I did not purchase any of her brushes. I really wish I did just to see how it went, but I was focusing more on the actual makeup itself. But who knows, I might go back and pick that up. But this foundation right now, you guys, can you see the difference in my cheeks? Look at all that redness, and I had it right here as well. And I did not use a redness primer as you saw. I just used her Pro Filt'r Primer, so that's amazing. What? All right, so let's see the forehead. Like you see, as I apply it, it's pretty light. It doesn't look like it's matching me as I'm putting it down, but it is changing color just a little bit as I blend it out, where it's, I want to say, appearing a little bit darker, so that would mean oxidizing. All right, so that is the one side of my face completed. That looks amazing. It is super matte, which I like because at the end I will go in with highlighter and, you know, highlight up my face and get the glow that way. But for the skin to look really natural, because it does look natural, it doesn't look cakey, and that's just with one layer. I can go in with another layer to see, but I'm gonna do this side of my face right now. Go ahead and pump a little bit more on my hand and go in with this damp beauty blender. I'm gonna dot it just in this general area because I don't want it to dry super fast. That's one thing that I am noticing right now, is it's drying really fast because it is a matte finish, so it's taking a little bit quicker to dry. So I'm not self-tanned right now. This is pretty much like a light shade for me. I'm just completely light right now. But once I do get a little bit darker, if I wind up loving this foundation, I will go back and get a second, and then I can always mix the two to get my perfect shade through there. I think I'm gonna go back and get another one because I actually think I love this foundation. Wow. So even with the Beauty Blender, I don't really see a big difference between the two because it's not soaking up too much product where it looks super sheer and like not covering anything, because in my opinion, I think it does cover a lot even with the sponge. So that is interesting. So she sells a brush and a sponge as well. So based on your personal preference, you can use either or. Okay, so we're gonna do the forehead now. Like, look how much coverage you get. That's amazing. I'm like literally in awe about this foundation. I didn't think I was gonna wind up loving it this much because, as you guys know, I don't really wear matte foundations. So yeah, I mean, we of course have to see how it goes throughout the day and when I'm finished with everything, but right now, this looks great. So as you can see, it is lighter right there, but the rest of it oxidized a little bit. So, I mean, I guess it's gonna change to go one shade, like a little bit darker as it dries down, but I mean, I am used to using a sponge for my foundation. That's literally the only thing I've been using, but I think that this gives such a nice coverage on both ends, the brush and the sponge. All right, so I'm really impressed, to say the least, on this foundation, the way it dried down and everything. It is completely dried right now. It does meet up to what it claims to do, which I appreciate. So it does look like my skin is blurred, which is really cool, and I've never owned a foundation or used a foundation that did that before, so I like it. All right, so now the foundation's all done, we're gonna move over to bronzing. Now, she didn't come out with any bronzers, but she did come out with stick contours and highlighters. So I only picked up a single shade of the contour in the shade Mocha. It looks like this. Super, super pretty packaging. I love it. I did not go ahead and pick up the highlighters or like concealers. You can use them for both, but if you want to try out both, she does have a pack where you can get all three, the concealer, highlighter, and a like illuminating highlighter or blush type of deal. Or you can get it on its own, which I did, and just picked up the one bronzing shade. Love this packaging. I love that whole nude, pale pink vibe. I just think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and do so. And then for the concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my other concealer to finish that part up. So I'm gonna start right here. It's not as creamy as other contour sticks that I have, but I'm gonna keep on going. Okay, yeah, this shade is definitely perfect for me because I was like debating between the shade Mocha and Truffle, and Truffle just looked like it would be my shade in the store, but as I'm applying this, I think it would have been way too dark. So if you're a skin tone like me, I would recommend to use the shade Mocha. Go ahead and use a damp beauty blender to go ahead and blend this out. I'm gonna start down here. I'm just nervous it's gonna start drying. I hope not, so I might move a little bit fast during this process, but I'm just gonna blend it out like I always do. And it blends out really nicely, as you can see. So, I mean, it blends out good, but I like one that's more creamy and easier to move. I feel like I'm kind of dragging it, which I don't really want to move the foundation underneath it, but the color is pretty. It's not too ashy of a gray undertone, but then again, I like when they are a little bit because you really can pick up the shadow without it looking orange. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a little brush to blend out this one to see if it makes any difference. It is a little bit easy to blend, but I also feel like I have other ones that are a little bit easier to blend out, but let's try it. And kind of just paint it on the brush, if you will, and push a little bit right here. I think it gives a beautiful finish to the skin and doesn't like remove any foundation. I think it looks really pretty. I just don't know if I love the consistency of it being a little bit tougher to blend out. Okay, so that is the cream contour stick in the shade Mocha. I think it is super pretty and the coloring looks great. I just think that it might be a little bit dry for my liking, but we made it work. So now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in medium quickly just to do underneath my eyes. Just put a little bit of this underneath like I typically do, and I'll blend it out quickly. Okay, so that is the concealer on as well. All completely dry on my face. I feel nothing being tacky, nothing feeling dewy. I don't feel oil or anything like that, but I am just gonna place a little bit of powder underneath here just to avoid the creasing underneath my eyes. I know this is not her powder. She also does carry a powder as well, but personally don't like powders when they're like compacted. I like them when they're loose. So before I get into what I'm most excited about, which is highlighting, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes and mascara, and I will be right back. So I feel like this is what everybody is reaching for, what they're seeing on social media, and they're like, oh my god, I need this, or they're like, I'll pass. So I did go ahead and pick up 2 highlighters. I was gonna pick up a lot more, but I contained myself. I wanted to pick up the ones that I would use the most, and one really fun one that I thought, hey, I might not use, but I definitely want to get my hands on it, so that's what I did. This is the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. I got the one in Mean Money and Hustla Baby, which I love that name, absolutely adore that name. And this is the actual highlighter itself. This is totally my highlighter shades. I love more of the champagne gold colors, and I wanted to have another one like so. It also has a little FB engraved right into the powder, which I thought was a cute added touch. And I think personally that makes it look a little bit more rich, if that makes sense. So that is cute. It has a really nice mirror on the inside. So this one is the first one in the shade Mean Money, and it is more of a subtle highlight, not too much intense glow happening. Because you get both of them in here, that's nice that that one is kind of subtle in case you wanted to just have a subtle highlight, or if you wanted to put that on first and then the other one as a topper, which I think that's what it's meant to be. Because this second one right over here is more of an intense highlight. So I'm gonna start off with the first one first, just to give it out a try. And you get a lot of pigment on the brush to start off, which is nice. So I'm gonna do it right here. To be honest, I don't see much happening. It could be 2 factors. Because my skin is not dewy, it's not adhering it 100% how I'm used to, or because there's not a lot of shimmer flecks in there where it's not gonna be too much of an intense highlight. So that could really be what it's supposed to look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side like that again. So it just gives a super subtle highlight, which I don't mind because if I'm quick out the door, that's a really good one to have and it's not like blinding, but we all know I like a blinding highlight. So we're gonna move on to the next one, and I'm gonna put my brush right in there, and wow, you get a lot in that. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, that one is more of a highlight that I love, but of course, because it is in the duo, you get the best of both worlds. So if you just want to be a little bit subtle or quick with your highlight, then that's great. Or use it even as like an eyeshadow. That's awesome too. That is really nice, and I'm gonna do the other side as well. Pretty. So this has a little bit of a gold yellow undertone to it. It's not completely like a champagne highlight, but I actually really like that it is more of that gold yellow, and it looks stunning, I think, with this foundation mix. The finish on my skin right now is matte. The highlighter in conjunction with this foundation I think is beautiful because it doesn't look super in your face, but it also looks like a really, really pretty airbrushed glow. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna apply a little bit right here actually, because your girl got another highlighter because I'm crazy like that. And this is the shade Trophy Wife. This is the one I think everyone is completely freaking out about, got their hands on, or was like, I'll pass. So for me, initially looking at it, I was like, I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can rock it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I wound up getting it anyway because I could stare at this highlighter forever. So I was like, I need this really bad. So this is Trophy Wife, and it looks like so. It is that blinding yellow gold highlighter. Oh my God. If you're going out, I think this is gorgeous, and like seriously, the color and pigment of this is amazing. And I love the name of it, Trophy Wife. That is so amazing. That has the FB in the center like that. So stunning. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out, but I'm gonna be using it as a highlighter topper today. So I'm gonna be just putting just a little bit right at the top. I think that'll really be nice, like mixed in with another highlighter. And that is another reason why I did go ahead and purchase it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm also maybe gonna add this onto my eyes. I'm not really sure, we'll see how it works, but I definitely think I'll get a lot more use out of this as an eyeshadow or inner corner highlight as opposed to a highlighter. But when I was watching this in the store, it is really glittery, and I think that's really cool that it's a different type of highlighter. And I think that you can even put this all over your body. Is that too much? Or at least like over here and just like nice like sparkle. I think this would have been gorgeous for summer, but I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit on. Oh, you get a lot of pigment. Okay, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Wow. Whoa. Okay. All right, so that is blinding. Words. This is the side where you get more of a subtle highlight with the other highlighter, the Duo one, and this is the Trophy Wife. This is in Trophy Wife to its fullest potential. I feel like you definitely can get a screaming yellow shade and like gold shade, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, but like a tiny, tiny bit. Ooh, that's pretty though. It's really pretty on the nose. Whoa. That's really pretty though. Whoa. Okay, so this side is a little bit more like a topper on top of a different highlighter and a little bit more subtle. And this side is, boom, I'm here, hello. I'm gonna bring a little bit down here as well. Oh, that's so pretty though, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this out again. Okay, so this side definitely has like a lot more, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more to this side just to match up with it. Incredible on Rhianna, and I feel like this would look super amazing, like so stunning on a deeper skin tone. I definitely would use the other one on an everyday basis, the Freestyle Duo, to brighten up these eyes. That is what the face looks like. I actually really love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lips. The last product I picked up is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Lip Gloss. This is a like high shine lip gloss on a super large doe foot applicator, and I'm like living for this shade. It is one shade. She did not come out with lipstick. She only came out with one shade of lip gloss. It has a little bit of some shimmer in there as well. Universal Lip Luminizer. I'm glad she came out with a universal lip color that everybody can rock. So let's go ahead and dig in. I'm obviously obsessed with the shade because it's like a nudie color. Pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Oh wow. It smells good. Oh my god, this is super pigmented. That is a super pretty gloss. Oh my goodness. So gorgeous. Yes. Wow, I think Rihanna really came through with this collection. To start off, I absolutely am obsessed with the foundation. So the foundation is a matte skin-like finish. The way my skin looks right now is, I think, really, really good. I'm used to more of a dewy finish, so for it to be matte and I'm loving it says a lot. So I love that primer as well. It smells really good, feels great, feels just like a lotion, but I think also helped do the job, and it doesn't feel like it's super silicone-y, doesn't feel like it's like heavy on the face. The foundation does not feel heavy at all either, which is amazing. I was kind of nervous about that. I don't like when my face feels like it's being sucked in and like heavy, so I'm glad that that doesn't feel that way. I'm obsessed with this lip color right now. Love the way that it has the high shine, a lot of gloss, gives a little bit of a pigment. It also has some shimmer, but nothing crazy at all. The only thing I wasn't too impressed with was the contour stick. My other ones just feel a little bit more creamy, but it's definitely super pigmented. I do like that, but it's not my absolute favorite. Honestly, the highlighters lived up to the expectation. I absolutely love them. As for Trophy Wife, I'm super excited that I did pick it up. Like I said, I wasn't too sure how I was gonna wear it yet, because when you initially swatch it, it is so yellow, and like, where am I gonna wear that to? I don't know, but I did kind of make it work, I think, in a way where I'm just gonna top it over my highlighter originally that I placed down, and I think it looks really great. And who knows, maybe I'll be rocking it in full swing soon, but I really like the way that it looks, and I'm actually gonna pop a little bit right here. So again, these highlighters are a little bit different. It has more of a glitter flex to it. That is literally amazing though, it's so pigmented. So it does have a little bit more of a glitter shine and shimmer, but I think you can get away with it because it's not super chunky. So those were all the products that I picked up from the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna collection. I'm super excited that I got to pick them up and play around with them. As soon as it came out, I was like, oh girl, I need these. And if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up for me, and subscribe to my channel if you guys are not already, and become part of the fam. And I believe that is all for this video. I'll leave in the description box how it wore throughout the day, because I am gonna leave it on and see how it works, and I'm loving it right now. So that wraps up this Fenty Beauty collection by Rihanna little review and first impression for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know down below if you picked up any products, what your favorite is, or if you guys got this highlighter. I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!